Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there in the internet, welcome to Chatting with Tekken for February 2024. So, Chatting with Tekken is basically three things. Kind of, sort of, not really. I'm going off a template and I need to, update this, but whatever. We'll just keep it to the basics for now. So yeah, three things in Shadow Taken that I talk about. So videos I'm working on for the channel, change the stuff on the channel, IRL stuff, and then under videos I'm working on, there's subcategories, playthroughs and streams, vlogs, DIY do-it-yourself stuff, how-tos, and other stuff I might be making for the channel. And the other two categories don't have subcategories because they're things that happened or didn't. With anecdotes and asides sprinkled in, because I can get off topic and just go aimlessly talking into a field of nothing. It's a whole thing. Alright, so this is not... I've still not updated this template, so I'm just going to go off of it. It's 29th of the month. I want to get this done so I can go back to playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth really good. But yeah, videos I'm working on, that would be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Just came out. Also, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I will get back to that. I finished the main part of the game. There's another part that happens after you play through it. There's another scenario, but it's not kind of grindy. It is grindy. It gets grindy, so I kind of stopped. I didn't stop it. I stopped enjoying it as much. The first part is just so good. It's just a solid 12 to 20 hour, or 20 hour at least. Yeah, 20 hour minimum campaign, and it's just there's no drag, and it doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's just superbly paced. Super solid, and it looks amazing, it plays amazing, and it's dude, that was awesome. But then the second part is very grindy, and that being said, it's kind of Monster Hunter-y, but not. I guess it'd be more what's that one game? There was a game that came out, Dauntless. Yeah, that's kind of like Monster Hunter, but it's very a minimized, small version of it, because you don't actually hunt anything. You go into the arena, you fight the thing, and that's it. But there's multiplayer, but I could never get any matches, so I'm not even sure how it works or whatever. But then my plus runs out later this year, so I'm whatever. But I imagine it's probably fun with friends or whatever, or multiplayer. But whatever. I'm over it. I'm just trying to get through that now because I'm at level 80, level 85. Or something, but I'm stuck on a boss fight with this giant titan creature thing. I need to look up a video or whatever. Well, I have nothing up in front of me as far as my PS5's not on, etc., etc. But yeah, I'm still doing that playthrough. I'm sorry, not playthrough series, but I'm still doing that series on the PlayStation Store where I'm going through all the different genres for seeing what's listed. I just did platform and puzzle. I uploaded that this morning. I need to get my PlayStation TV out of storage so I can do the Vita Store, so I want to do that as well. 360 stuff is done until I revisit it when it's all delisted, which is kind of a depressing thing to think about, but whatever. And then the lead up to Rebirth, I played Crisis Core Remake, the intermission DLC for Remake, and now I'm on Rebirth. I wanted to revisit the original 1997, 1998 PS1 version, but I just didn't have time. So I might do that after, but that game's long, man. It's funny, when I'm playing the remake and I'm this is crazy. This game is all Midgar, right? You just have the first game is all of Midgar, and it's every time I play it, I'm just this is so weird to me, because in the original version, it's you're Midgar, then you leave, and it's a whole world, which is kind of cool because they recapture that moment in the second game in Rebirth. It's really awesome, and it's dude, it's it opens up, and then you go to Calm, and from there it's just, man. And then I gotta say, I'm really loving Rebirth. I've only played a bit, but it opens so strong because it starts with Nibelheim, Dude, I didn't know what they were gonna do because like you've got the Crisis Core thing, which seems like it's being retconned, but it's like they only do A side, so I haven't got to B side Nibelheim. But it's cool like the way that they do it because like as you're doing stuff, it's kind of like a flashback that you play through, and then like everybody's chiming in because it's like that scene from the original version when they're in the inn at Calm and everybody's talking about it, or Cloud's like explaining what happened, Cloud and Tifa, and then they're all chiming in as like as stuff happens. And Barrett keeps interrupting, and he's like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Wait, no, can you explain more?" And then like it's funny because you get choices when you're doing it, and then like if you do certain stuff, like certain people react to, like what you did during the flashback. It's so good, man. Like it's just I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is because like they added so much on top of like what was already there. Like so they've got the solid foundation with like remake the first game, but then like dude, they added more RPG elements. They added more story stuff. They added choice and consequence stuff, which I don't know how much of that is in there, but it's like it's there, which is like enough for me because I was like, dude, there's like stuff where you can like choose things, and they're like, oh, also by the way, this affects like certain stuff, or like I don't know how deep it goes, right? But like if it does, that's pretty effing awesome. But like even then, it's like there's like a surface level like companion thing where like you can have your relationship status with like each party member like try to like get it high and like have them be happy or whatever with you, which is just funny. um so man, I'm kind of curious like what all is in there because I haven't looked at any reviews and I didn't like look at any of the trailers except for like one of them I think at the Game Awards. I think yeah, like one of the Game Awards one because I was looking guys are going down the playlist of like this year when the Game Awards happened. I was like just going down the list of like seeing every trailer, watching every trailer. I watched the Rebirth one. I was like, ooh, looks good, but it already looks good. But yeah, I'm curious if it's on Unreal Engine 5 because it said Unreal Engine when you load the game, but I think it might be 4 because it looks good, but it doesn't look like. It's like yeah, it's like not like my brain is not like exploding from what I would think is like an Unreal Engine 5 game, but then Unreal Engine 5 games that are out are kind of like they're not exactly. It seems very like that was all marketing, whatever. So yeah. Anywho, I forgot what I was saying. Um, hold on, I'm looking at something on my Instacart because it got like a thing. The adjustment that was made. Okay, okay. Never mind. As long as I got this effing thing, that's all that matters. I hope I got it because I'm gonna be pissed if I didn't. Because I needed a wrench to like. Anyway, it's a whole thing. So yeah, Final Fantasy Rebirth. Man, so good so far. I mean, I've like what maybe 5 hours, not that far in. Like, I haven't even left Calm. Okay, I've left Calm, but I haven't left like that general region that you leave. And then it's got the part with the Maker Solemn or Slalom, whatever it's called. But they changed the name in this one to like the Midgar. Actually, I thought that was kind of cool because they changed it to Midgar Stormer, which is the name of the dragon, or one of the dragons in 14. So I thought that was a cool little touch. But yeah, it's one of my favorite parts. And then like that part's in there. I haven't seen like what that looks like in this one yet. But I'm man, I'm kind of like pumped because I remember it happens. I'm not gonna say it if you haven't played it, but dude, because something happens and like someone does something and it's like you're struggle busting like this type of enemy, and then like you see that they just like came through and just like trunks it. And it's like I'm curious what they do with this one. Oh, also the whole dude, like they like there's like a bunch of flourishes, or not flourishes, but I'm trying to think of the word. There's a lot of stuff that's changed in the Nibelheim, but it's all for the better. So man, effing good stuff. I guess not for the better, but just it's definitely like more immersive and just like cinematic for sure. But they did like change the presentation like a lot. It's very different. I mean, it's different, but it's the same, So it's yeah. But then that being said, also from if you played the intermission DLC, which I put up the ending for that one, you had to go back in through and like do some block scenes and like to upload all the like the complete, whatever the I don't know what to call it, but like just to like have the complete Final Fantasy 7 experience or remake experience. I like had to go back through block scenes, record them off effing stream with my Elgato and then put them back up separately. I probably do that with the original, I imagine, because I'm pretty sure the ending's a block scene, if I'm not mistaken. It probably is. But yeah, man, just so good so far. It's really weird too, because I wasn't like super hyped or excited for it, but now that I'm playing it, I'm just like, yep. Because it's weird because it's just like a thing to like sit back and enjoy for me. Because it's like for me, like I love the original, and it's like this isn't a 1-to-1, so it's like that's kind of what I wanted, but that's not what I'm getting. So I'm just enjoying like what they've changed, because I'm just gonna embrace the change with positivity, because it's like honestly, it's like it could have been a lot worse. So it's like yeah, and yeah. Anyway, and like for the most part, I do like enjoy what they've changed to it. So, but yeah, I'm trying to think. But yeah, it's gonna be like the thing I'm gonna be playing for the next long while here is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I finished honor mode. Yes, got my golden dice. So on that one, it's messed up. Like on my stream on YouTube, it like cut out as the credits were rolling. So I need to go back in and like I don't need to, but it's like I want to like get the epilogue and the party at the end, and then also just like have a scene where like, or not a scene, just like load up a game and be like, all right, golden dice, I got them. I mean, it's kind of weird to like after all that, I'm just like, it's just a dice skin, huh? But yeah, so I'm kind of hoping they add more stuff like that though. So, because I'm definitely taking a break from Baldur's Gate 3 though, dude. It was eating away all my time from everything else. I put like 700 hours in or something crazy, like something absurd. I played that game like what 3 times? Yeah, because it's like first playthrough, tactation, honor mode, and like each playthrough was easily over 100 hours, and I'm just like, dude, I gotta take a break on this game. It's like there's other stuff I want to be playing, and it's just like sucking all the time away. And I was like, dude, yeah, that's the other thing. It's like it was at the end of the year, so luckily I was like able to just like play that, like knowing what already came out in 2023. But 2023 is just like god tier year for games, and so it's like now we're at the beginning of this year, and it's like, dude, there's new games coming out. I need to finish this so I can play all the new stuff. Like, I got through it before Rebirth, thank goodness. But then I had to like play through everything else to like refresh my memory on what happened in Remake, or not really refresh my memory. I just wanted to like replay it all before Rebirth going into it, just to have like a nice, cool, like whatever. What was I gonna say? So yeah, Final Fantasy Rebirth. Really enjoying it. I played some. I want to play more Tekken 8, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So that's on the back burner. But I can always go back to it. So it's whatever. Unicorn Overlord's the next game after Rebirth. Let me look at my list here actually, because I've got my phone open right in front of me. But yeah, right now it's like Rebirth, and then once I'm through with that, I don't know. I don't know besides the PS3 stuff. I mean, that being said, hold up. I did pick up some stuff. Well, I didn't pick up some stuff off of eBay. Well, actually, I guess I kind of did. I think I showed this other stuff last time. But, yeah, I think last time I showed off what I got. Lord of the Rings, Third Age. So I will at some point play this, but I don't know when. The case wasn't cracked when I got it. I just, like, happened to open it, and it just, like, was a very not durable thing, and I broke it, and I was like, oh, whoops. Which is funny because it's in the same type of case as this one, which I didn't break, so it was just TKKN 5. But yeah, Uden Chronicles comes out. I think sadly the creator of that series passed away recently. But yeah, Suicune, I really wanted to try to play through all of them before Uden Chronicles. I don't know. I could try, man. But the problem is, like Suicune 1 and 2, I have them on PSN, right? So it's like I have no way to get my saves from... I just don't think I do. I could maybe use the adapter, but I could maybe use the adapter to put them on PS1 or PS2 memory cards. Then the save clears for Suicune 3, because that's a PS2 one. But my PS3 that I have working is not the backwards compatible one, so I couldn't just load it up into like that one, or I can transfer the saves to like have the complete data, which I don't even know like what you get from that. So yeah, but I got all 5 of them because I had like 1 through 4. Oh, and I have Tactics too. There's a Tactics Suicune as well, which I think I played a bit of. I don't think I finished it, but yeah. But there's a lot of Suicune games, and I don't think I'm gonna get through them all before Uden Chronicles comes out. And I haven't even played like the side game, the Rising. So I guess I'll just try to play Rising before that one comes out, because honestly, it's a different series anyway. So, or just play them after. I don't know. I'd like to get to it. But then I also picked this up. I did not have the original Time Splitters. I had 2 and Future Perfect, which are 2 of my favorites. I've not played this one. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I will probably. That's the other thing, though, dude. With like all the flipping studio closures, and like the effing, I mean, not so much layoffs, but just like all the studio closures last year, and it's like Free Radical gone, Volition gone, other ones I can't think of right now off the top of my head gone. So I was like, all right, let's do like a, or maybe I could do a like revisiting the series that they had made and popularized, and then just do like a RIP pouring out stream for all the studios that are like not there, because it's like effing. I don't think I have either of the Summoner games, but there's a lot of Saints Row games and I haven't played any of them. Red Faction, I like I love Red Faction. I haven't played. I haven't played any of them after 2 though. So, but there's like a lot, and then some of them were kind of but then like some of them are like really good that people are. But then I think it was kind of like a meme thing of like the game where you could like swing the hammer. Which one was that? I don't remember, but yeah, the one on Mars. But they're all on Mars, so it's not really a lot of clues there, is it? Did I just drop my phone? Wow. Butterfingers. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that for like the Volition stuff, the Free Radical stuff, and other studios that will. The way things are going, dude, it's like, yeah, just it hasn't stopped. It's like Microsoft, Sony, basically like just EA just they light up a bunch of like just that's effing wild, dude. Like Insomniac's like the best first party studio, like without question, in my opinion. Like between all the, at least between Microsoft and Sony and PlayStation and Xbox, it's like Insomniac is like easily the best. Like their output is like insane, and they had layoffs. It's like that's like. I do agree with the discourse though, as far as like the model that we're currently in is like definitely unsustainable. But that's been like the way for like that's been like I feel like that's been that way for a while. So I don't know what the solution is, but it's like yeah, dude, like I was listening to the sorry, I'm going on a nameless tangent here, but I was listening to the Grubcast a couple days ago, and like one of the guest hosts said something about like the lesson that was learned in the 70s and 80s from like the Atari 2600 publishing times, from like those closures from that crash, was like you can't have output where all the games are crap and they're trash, because it just kills the industry in that way, because they're like the quality control just goes all the way down, so like nobody's buying anything, and so it's just like completely tanks, because if nobody's buying anything, then like nobody's making any money, nobody's selling anything, like nobody's coming in. But then like now it's like the complete opposite model, kind of, where okay, everything's a banger, right? But then the games are so expensive to make and they take so long to make, like 5 to 10 years. Like look at GTA 6, like just the time it takes is like you're never going to have like, or because the games are like such a long development time, is like you don't always have something in the pipeline coming through to like put out. So but like somehow Nintendo is like the exception to that rule. So I mean, I would say Nintendo's the exception to that rule because there's a lot of reasons. I don't want to get into it because I'm not really big on Nintendo. It's like I'm a ex-Nintendo fanboy. It's a long story. It's a whole thing. We went through a divorce. I don't want to talk about it. But just like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that being said, it's like it does show like they were wise in like their choices to like not chase the graphical fidelity of like whatever. And they do just like stay in their own lane. But one of my like irks with them, well, I've got a lot of irks with them lately, but like one of my things with them lately is just like the whole homogenous art style and aesthetic, because their games kind of like all kind of start to look the same lately, I feel, because they always have like a certain like they don't all use cell shaded style, but like they all kind of do like use a 3D cartoony like character model style, so it's like they don't really differentiate. There's no like none of them use the hyper realistic 3D character model stuff, so it's just like, yeah, man. And then okay, here's your 2 things, and I'm done with talking about Nintendo. But like it's more about mechanics and gameplay versus story and character. Like nothing really ever happens in those games. It's just like in this game you can do this. Here's a mechanic or set of mechanics. Isn't it fun? And it's like, okay, yeah, it's really fun, but it's like, it's fun enough to sustain the entire game. And it's like, meanwhile, what about the, story, characters, lore, et cetera, narrative? Not so much. It's like nobody, like, thing with Mario is like, well, yahoo, wee as he jumps around. But it's like, at the end of the day, are you gonna? I mean, okay, I guess it is like the opposite style, on the story narrative character, because the stories are so basic. Of course, you're gonna like remember, oh, what happened? The princess got kidnapped, and then the save the day, or whatever happens in Odyssey, getting stars, getting coins, whatever. And then same thing with every other effing thing they put out. I mean, maybe not so much than Tears of the Kingdom and the other one, but I haven't played those, so I imagine like maybe there's something there as far as like the most. Aren't those like the most in the future of like the Hyrule stuff? But it's like same thing anyway, right? Like Triforce, Zelda, Link, Ganon. There's chaos upon the land of Hyrule, and then Link saves the day. Oh, anyway, sorry to rain on Nintendo's, or like to kind of crap on Nintendo here, but just yeah, get on my nerves. Now I'm just thinking to myself, how did I get here? I was talking about layoffs. But yeah, I'm looking at my notes here, and we're at views I'm working on, and I think I talked about that. So, I do also want to like keep making or like doing that series of like the 2,000 subs or 2,000 plus sub thing for Mass Effect. It's just I just haven't had time. It's like as I'm playing and I'm playing like new stuff as it comes out. So it's like a thing I will go back to, but then I kind of want to start over because I did say Evil Shepherd at the time, and I thought I said just Renegade. So I might just go back and restart it and be like, you know what, we're evil now. So whatever. I mean, why not? It's like I would just do 2 playthroughs. It's like here's Renegade, here's Evil. Like look at the varying differences, and just have them both be FemShep since I haven't done a FemShep playthrough. But I think that's all the videos I'm working on, right? Rebirth, and then anything else that's coming out has come out. Unicorn Overload. I don't know what's on my list for as far as like into next month. Let me pull it up real quick. Didn't I already say I was gonna pull it up, but I didn't. Wow, man, I'm such a ding dong. Man, my documents are all messed up because I've been looking through all of them. Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2. Crap, is it March? It is March. Damn. Alright, well, jeez. I would like to play through the first Dragon's Dogma before I play Dragon's Dogma 2, so for sure I'll be playing Dark Arisen, because that's been on my list for a long time, actually, because, yeah, obviously I've been meaning to play through it since whenever it came out. It's been out for a while, so because it's time. So yeah, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, Unicorn Overlord. I think I'll just put Unicorn Overlord on the back burner because I'll just pick it up, support Atlas. Or is that an Atlas game? It looks like an Atlas game, but for sure Vanillaware. And I'll cut back to it whenever, and just I'll get through it. It's whatever. Playthroughs and streams, which is the same thing. So, okay, actually, that's a change on the channel, which I guess can tie into like the next section or whatever. Change on the channel, whatever where that's at. But so on streams, I'm no longer streaming on Twitch unless it's like a games and service like forever game situation. So it's like Destiny. I'll play that on stream on Twitch. Final Fantasy 14, I guess. I might eventually like pull it over here. I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I honestly don't know, honestly, because it's like I kind of just want to just have like one game I'm playing on Twitch, and like that's it, and then like that's what I stream on Twitch, and then that's like everything else I stream on here on YouTube. Because that's like let's just pull it back, pull it all over, or actually have subs and views, as opposed to like the endless grind I've been in on Twitch that has like led to nothing, and I'm just like, I think I'll give it a rest for a bit, and before I try again. Also, that platform is just like constantly in chaos, and it's like, is it really worth it? And the volatility of like, if I ever did make it, it's like, yeah. Starting to think about it, it's like, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's whatever. It's a whole thing. But yeah, playthroughs and streams. But that's basically what I just talked about, which is Rebirth and stuff coming out soon. Unicorn Overlord, Dragon's Dogma, the first one before the second one because that's a March game. And I didn't look up what was coming out in March. It's fine. I mean, I got through all the remake stuff, so yeah, I should be fine. I feel. I mean, that being said, that was New Game Plus, and it was nice to like just go through it and like walk through that game, and or both of the like Crisis Core and remake, and just be like, dude, when you're high level and you just can just nonchalantly, just yeah. I mean, the intermission DLC not so much. That was kind of embarrassing when I got destroyed by Ramu, and I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna mess with this. I don't even have all the summons in that. I'm just like, dude, I didn't hit the level cap. I loaded up that save, and I'm just like, dude, I'm not at the level cap. My material's like I'm not really hitting it. But then it's like I play through it. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of short. Like if I wanted to do that, that'd be a lot of grinding. And it's like, you know what, that's not a fun time. So yeah, I think that's just gonna be one that's. I don't know. I guess that it never. I would like to say I eventually get through, but it's like, dude, it's like if he was my favorite character, maybe, but he's not my favorite character. Anyway, PlayStation streams though, like yeah, but basically anything that new that's coming out. But I already talked about what's on my list, so we already know what's coming out. So Dragon's Dogma 2, look for that. Rebirth is now, and then Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, because I'd like to get through that before Dragon's Dogma 2. And it's effing March, effing after tomorrow, or after today. Oi. But then, hey, at least I got through Tekken 8 and Relink, and I am now in Rebirth, so it's like, Baldur's Gate 3 almost completely derailed, my productivity and output for the channel, but I got through it. So yeah. I mean, it's also too bad, like, part 8 of the playthrough of the Honor mode got eaten, but so far, like, yeah, besides, that's, like, the one thing on, like, sometimes when I think about, like, should I go back to Twitch, is, like, my streams never get, like, lost, or just, like, magically disappear. Like, that's only happened once, granted, but, like, it might have happened maybe more than once, but then that's the one I can, like, remember, so it's, like, as long as that doesn't happen, like, on a consistent basis, dude, I'll just keep streaming to YouTube, because I got more viewers and subs, so it's, like, yeah, dude, it all just, like, effing Ouroboros back, or because it's like an Ouroboros back into itself of just like 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 Phil Spencer said, dude, it's all about growth and revenue and productivity and all that stuff. So it's like yeah, if it just keeps on happening and I get to like 1 billion subscribers and 1 billion watch time minutes or something, whatever. Well, no, I guess 1 billion hours would be more than 1 billion minutes. So that, yes, just billions and billions, and then I make billions, and then, but then billionaires shouldn't exist. So it's like let's temper that a bit. Let's make it enough. Yeah, everything's fine. Anywho, vlogs. I think I had an idea for a vlog, but it's just I've got a lot of ideas for vlogs. I just don't do them. So I'm just gonna skip this and be like, yeah, there's stuff cooking, but it's not in production actively. Also, 2025 is when I reset the channel, so it's like I'm about to come up to changes and stuff on the channel, but like, yeah, let's move on to that. But like, there's not a lot of vlogs happening, and if there are, it's not going to be for like a while in January, because changes and stuff on the channel, which is where we're at now. So, okay, so I keep forgetting I'm supposed to say this at the beginning of every channel we're this year, but like the theme of this year is winding it down so I can wind it back up. And you're like, what does that mean, Tekken? Why don't you just keep winding it so it stays wound? Or that doesn't make any sense. But essentially, like, okay, so I want to get to the channel. Like, what I'm going to try to do at this year, or like the next 2 years, whatever, it's just like split the channel into like 5 parts, like Voltron, not literally, figuratively. So it's like there's different stuff I do, right? So it's like currently on the channel, it is chaos, and it's like I've got just like every effing thing just like crisscrossing and intersecting, and just like there is a lack of focus and a lack of staying on like brand and on topic and like very specific things, just like laser focused, right? It's like I would like to get to that where it's like every channel is a thing specifically for the thing that is like the topic of that channel, as opposed to like 1,000 different topics on one channel. I kind of did it backwards, and I kind of have to start from zero, kind of. But it's like it's fine. I don't care. I enjoy it. I like the YouTube stuff, making videos and all that stuff. So it's fine. I'm effing over it. Instantly over it. So it's like, it's I said this in like a bunch of different time taken, so I have to go back and watch a bunch now, and I don't remember. But it was like I think I said something very specifically in one of them, but I don't remember. I don't think I did actually, because it's like, and then I'm also annoyed because I didn't make a document on my phone about this, but it's like I know there's like 5 things, and I put 5. If I just like split it into 5, it's a whole thing. But like I never wrote it down. So now I just like gotta go back and watch a bunch of Django Diggins and be like, okay, did I ever like mention what it is? Because like in my brain, it's like I've got some stuff cooking in my brain as far as like, okay, some of the things, yeah, it's like I'll see streams, I'll see playthroughs, but then it's like I think streams and playthroughs are gonna be their own things. It's like that could be like one thing, and then we've got vlogs, then we've got comic book stuff, then we've got politics slash news slash activism stuff. I mean, I don't know if that can be all the same thing, and it's like effing. Well, I said vlogs, didn't I? I said gaming. Yeah, vlogs, gaming. I guess anime could be a thing. Yeah, because I like anime, but it's like I'm not. I'm kind of off the train. I'm kind of off the train on like everything that's not video games. So it's like video games is like my one hobby that's like I put all my like soul into. So it's just like I guess like fifth would maybe be like a half big pop culture thing, but I don't really like the whole pop culture fandom nonsense. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But that's like that was more than 5. But it's like you can like kind of combine some of them into 5. So it's like it's a whole thing, synergy. Like I said, synergy of the 5 things, and it's just like write it down because it's like I'm trying to get through all. Okay, here's the thing about the wind down thing as well. So on the channel, there are some playthroughs I haven't finished. So I'd like to go through and go back, revisit every playthrough I have not finished, bang those out, finish those up, and be like, done. And that's what I'm saying about like wind it down. It's like, done. And it's like, oh, it's like starts again because it's like, like I said, the Ouroboros, which is like, it goes around and comes around. It's just like, it doesn't stop forever until you die. So, so effing, yes. So it's like, if all the playthroughs are done, I could start from a point of 0 of like, okay, here's the plan. Because I've been thinking about this as well. It's like, because when I did my deep dive of Forza last year, I was like, dude, that was fun. I enjoyed that. So it's like, I feel like every year I should do like a deep dive of specific series or game or genre or something. And it's like, I got to make a list. That's what that's what I really need to be doing right now. It's like, I mean, it'd be making a bunch of lists, and I just have not been like doing that. And like every day, or every week rather, like I get off of work at like on my last day of work, and I'm like, all right, let's go make some lists. I don't make lists because it's like I have a bunch of games. I have a bunch of games I haven't played. I have a bunch of games I have played, and some I haven't finished, some I have finished, some I love, some I'm kind of on. And it's like, dude, I kind of want to just go into like the whole like, or yeah, I guess video essays could be like a 5th one, but like not really. But like I do want to try some video essays, or just like when I do these deep dives and stuff, it's like I do want to try to get into like some video review stuff and like video essay stuff because it's like some of them are just like so the games as far as I mean when I say like it's them. The video games are just like the thematically stuff is like very like this is like this and like this, or just like the gameplay, or just some of it is just like oh, or I have like an idea in my brain that I've had for like a long time for like if I did video reviews and like how I would, because I wouldn't do scores, I would like throw those out the window, and basically it's kind of like the Netflix thing where it's like how it suggests you stuff, right? Where it's like, I mean, yes, I'm not an algorithm, so that's not how it's gonna work. But like, essentially, it's like if you're a fan of a genre, you probably would like this or this type of thing. You're gonna like this. It's like very specific, but like kind of sometimes it's kind of all over the place, or not all over the place, but it's just sometimes it's very specific, but sometimes it's also kind of weird. Like JRPGs where you kill God or something, or just like effing first-person shooters where you're in the future or something, or like games in space, just like there's certain like stuff where it's like if you cross-reference it, it's like you probably like this thing, or like dystopian or utopian or future, past, dinosaurs, whatever, sharks. I just made a shark noise. I haven't done that for a while. But yeah, or just games you can talk to animals like Baldur's Gate 3. That's not a very long list. I feel like there needs to be more games like that. That talk to animals and talk to dead, dude. Those 2 spells made that game just that much just like go around talking to like dead people or okay, not dead people, but like just like or people that are like yeah, if well they're dead, right? So it's like talking to the dead or the undead, whatever. Well, no, undead's not the same, but talking to the dead and talking to animals, man, just all the cats, all the effing cats, man, just so much personality in that game. I fucking love it. Um, that got a bit off topic, but yeah, 5 thingies. And then there's just a bunch of thingies, and then like also within video reviews, if I did a thingy, it would be like about thingies. Sorry, I did the thingy train. It happens. Anywho, are we done here? Let's see, because I think that was it for changing stuff on the channel. Not really a change, just like thematically, what I'm going for this year is trying to wind it down and wind it back up. Also, there's like more to it than that because it's like I want to make a Discord and have it be a whole thing, but it's just that's effing like so involved, and I'm just like, dude. Actually, it was cool because like at the beginning of the year, I guess I could try to do some of this too. It's like some behind the scenes stuff. At the beginning of the year, it's like I had those videos about the 360 delisting, those kind of blew up. And I had some people like message me on Discord, which like never happens. So I was like, oh, I guess my links on Discord do work. I was like, yay! I finally had someone message me or something on Discord. That never happens. So that's pretty cool. Yes. But yeah, I think that's it for the show. I don't think I have anything else to add. I would say shout out to whatchamacallit on the stream that always comes through in like comments, but I can't think of their username right now. And I feel bad now. But yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess Lalo can watch a lot of my Twitch streams, but whatever. I guess I should do like I think in March I might just like do one more month of like March streaming on Twitch. If I go back there, right? But like just like stream like a game of service game like Monster Hunter, or not a game of service, but like a forever game like Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy 14, or like Destiny, and then just like every day I'll stream and be like, okay, everybody, I'm streaming on my YouTube now. Go away from this place. It'll go watch me on YouTube, but it's whatever. I think I'll just do that like some other month because or a month where there's like not a lot of stuff coming out or nothing coming out. But yeah, dude, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to add as far as like what I've been playing, what's coming up on the channel. I mean, I guess I could go over my new game list but I just said it, right? Dragon's Dogma is next for this month. Well, it's weird because like Unicorn Overload was originally I think in February, but it got moved to March, so that's now in March. I just closed it on my phone. I'm sorry, I have to open it again. But yeah, here we are in 2024 so far. Let me check Mark Rebirth here real quick. Boom and save. So far here is where we're at on the games of this year. If it focuses, because it doesn't. No phone. Or, I'm sorry, not phone, but webcam. Hold up. If I go off the camera here, it's just the phone. Anywho, it's wow. I cannot multitask. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway. So we've got Tekken 8, then we've got Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm surprised this doesn't autofocus. This is sad. Unicorn Overlord. There we go. Dragon's Dogma 2. And in April we've got Eden Chronicles, 100 Heroes. And then May we've got Hellblade 2. So I think with the checkmark is stuff I've already picked up, not played through per se. So I mean, Unicorn Overload got moved to March. I should probably update this, but whatever. But yeah, that's what's going to be on the playthroughs and streams for the next while here, unless there's something out of nowhere. 'Cause that happens every now and then, like the Hi-Fi Rush. Right? I picked that up on Series X. I haven't played it, and it's coming to PS5, so I'm probably going to play that before it comes to PS5, because otherwise I'd be like, dude, I bought this game on Series X and I still haven't played it, so... I could talk about that. Effing unilateral surrender from Xbox, man. I think that's going to be interesting to watch, but yeah, it's so weird. Like, my main thing that's like weird to me is like if you go back and watch that, right? And like Phil Spencer said something about like, I think I wanted to do that actually. I did want to like do a reaction video to that, but I might, but what's the point, right? But like I just think it's weird, like the part where he said like, we're going to get, like, I think in the future we're going to get away from everybody putting their exclusives on like one platform. And I was like, dude, have you met Nintendo? Like, it's like you can't, like, it's like, yeah, you can't like have that conversation and just like exclude Nintendo just because like they're not like your one-to-one like competition that you see yourself up against. You're obviously gonna like mostly see yourself up against like PlayStation, but in that regard, it's like, dude, I don't ever see Nintendo bringing their stuff to like other platforms. That's how they make their money. Like, it's like when have they ever put a game out on PC, right? Like PlayStation was the first to do, like, not the first, but like as far as like non-Microsoft owned platform holders, right? So it's like, well, I guess Sega might have been, but that's the whole can of worms as far as like they're out of the hardware game at that point, so it's not as much of a whatever move. But yeah, I think that's like the way things are probably going to go. Is like with the exception of Nintendo, because they're Nintendo. They like they're making bank, so it's not going to happen. But like, you know, I could see where PlayStation puts their exclusives or just everything. Really, well, that's all they've got, right? Because I mean, they got the third-party stuff, but it's like all their third-party stuff's like PC and PS5, right? So it's just, but they never say the date for the PC stuff, which is kind of weird. But it's like, I mean, yeah, it's like, it's kind of weird. It's like you look at that scenario, it's like, okay, well, PC gamers win, but then it's like, well, if Xbox could like have something where they have like an open console with like PC stuff on it or something, or support, I feel like there's a way forward for them. They kind of talked about it on the Digital Foundry podcast. They made some points as far as like if they could ever have like a more open version of Xbox that like played more PC stuff, or just maybe it was Windows based, but like not as open to get like, you know, hacked or modded or whatever. But that's, I don't see how you do that. So it's like, could it happen? That'd be, I mean, yeah, just basically be like a Steam Deck but for console. Or, you know, it's like play all the PC stuff, but like on console with like really high specs, but just maybe charge more or something too. I don't know, but just I feel like there's a way forward for them in that regard. Just from like, you know, if you could somehow consolefy the PC experience, or not experience, but just like get that library, because there's so many games, right? And it's just like GOG, right? Or just, yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's like, I feel like there's like a, like you check multiple boxes with X. You've got like backwards compatibility, but then you also got like super awesome high-end stuff for like the current gen. It just, if they can make it work, you can make it, that'd be nice. But you know, like PlayStation would just put out stuff on, because like, yeah, it's like weird for me to like, or not weird for me, but it's like weird to think that like, you know, PlayStation and Xbox would both like put out stuff on separate platforms, but like not on day one. It's like if you're not putting it out on day one on multiple platforms, like why would I buy something full price that's been out for like 12 to whatever months? Like, I'm just gonna wait for it to be half off. Like, that's silly. And then like vice versa, if a PlayStation game comes out for $70 on PC, it's like, why would I pay $8 for a PC game when I can, like, it's like, dude, have you like not seen Steam sales, like how, like, why they're so good? So it's a whole thing. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for the video. Let me do some, well, that's not it for the video. I still have IRL stuff, but I closed my document. But then the IRL stuff is just like, you know, I honestly forgot what the spirit of IRL stuff is. So I just got a few words to say about IRL stuff, and then we're signing off. So Tiananmen Square, 1989, Free Hong Kong, Glory to Ukraine, and Free Palestine. Yeah, ceasefire now. And that's IRL stuff until I can figure out what the F I was even doing with IRL stuff. That's a whole thing. But I'm looking at my phone like there's something here, and there's not even a document open. That's funny. I'm just like, yeah, let me look at my not open. My brain, yeah, if you've been watching me on stream lately, my brain is just I don't know, sometimes, dude, it's just like driving down the street, and it's like, oh, not looking at the lights. It's like, what the F. Anywho, see, all the links to all my social stuff is in the bottom. I don't know if it's up to date. It might not be, but it usually works, whatever. I really need to figure out something about that Facebook page, man. I made that like a while ago, and it doesn't really have a, I think that's also why I wanted to like wind down to wind up, is like, I can like redo all the stuff that I started, like with all the social stuff I made, and just, it's a mess. I'll figure it out hopefully, but yeah. See all the links to all my stuff, social stuff's in the bottom. And if there's any videos you're kind of curious about, if I have anything on the channel, just search it in the playlist, or not in the playlist, but I have it usually all sorted by playlist, or just search it, whatever. But yeah, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.